once again, not paying attention.
Like a Dalek or something. The windiest spot on the windiest day.
That wall looks like it's leaning, it's got a big crack in it.
Oh no, my eyelashes are stuck together. It does look a bit like a set of stairs you'd find in a prison.
Behind us, that's actually Russia.
Yeah, probably the worst we've seen.
Don't look at the drop toilet, don't look at the drop toilet. G'day folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back once again to Estonia. We've left Tallinn behind, very down in the mouth. Tallinn was fantastic. Go watch last week's vlog and then go book yourself a trip to Tallinn. There's always noise. But we are now making our way east and south as we explore a little bit more, hopefully, of the wildness of Estonia. Now, the weather's not looking that great for this week coming in, but hopefully we still get out and about and wake this one up.
The yoghurt's not looking very great in Estonia either.
We must have mentioned this before, but every new country we come to, I always dread the first few visits to supermarkets because Nicola has three things on her agenda. Butter, where am I going to get butter from? The good butter, the butter I like.
Yogurt.
Yogurt, which was a complete fail today because it was more like cement.
We had, excuse
me.
See? Nigel actually tried to give it away before throwing it away, and the people were like, we don't like that either. So it was an epic fail.
Good choice, Nicola.
Yeah.
And what's the third thing?
Bread.
Bread.
Yeah, didn't have much choice on the bread front either, so.
Anyway, so we're in Estonia and we have brought ourselves along to Jägala waterfall.
My brother ringing. Couldn't hear a thing. I don't know what he was ringing me through, like a Dalek or something.
I think Estonia is characterised by, there's a lot of waterfalls and a lot of bogs and not very much yogurt that Nicola likes.
I'm really disappointed with that yogurt. It was horrible. I mean, it was really bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. Anyway, we really must try to work on our exciting intros because we just seem to ramble and then everyone switches off. This isn't a yogurt channel. Jägala waterfall, beautiful.
You can't even say it.
That's because I've got yogurt in my teeth.
Well, it wasn't meant to be like gale force winds. I meant to be able to hang the washing outside. But you have brought us to the windiest spot on the windiest day. Again.
Until I realized we were different types, carrying a different...
Well, good morning guys, and that was a really beautiful place to stay last night. The wind actually wasn't too bad. We were all alone and it was another beautiful morning this morning. Sun's starting to disappear as I speak, but really lovely place to explore. And I think it would be another one of those places that you could easily stay a couple of days. Dry toilets, lovely area to sort of dip in as well, although Nicola informs me it's a little bit nippy. And actually we are on a pretty significant migration path from northern kind of Russia. So we keep seeing a bunch of swans and I'm wondering, are they going to end up down at places like Welny, which is quite close to Cambridge where we used to live, or also in County Down in Northern Ireland, again where I grew up, because we did get big influxes of swans coming down from Arctic Russia. Those swans that are flying past us right now, I wonder later on in the year will we see them pecking at some food in Cambridgeshire or in Northern Ireland. So we've driven on about half an hour, called in to do a little necessary supply shop. Necessary.
Creamy yogurt.
And now we've brought ourselves down to a lovely little sort of outdoor gymnasium chill out area. We find these lovely hammocks that we're just relaxing in. The northern coastline of Estonia is really beautiful. It looks like there's lots of little areas that are set up like this. I can only imagine it'd be pretty busy in the summer, but as it turns out, hardly seen another soul. And driving through the little village is really interesting as well. Little bits of nod to sort of Soviet era buildings. Just enjoying a lovely cup of coffee. It's nice we don't have a set agenda. We just need to be in Tartu in about 4 days time, which is only from here about 3.5, 4 hours driving. So have little moments like this where we just relax. Well guys, welcome along to Tolks Castle, still on the northern coastline of Estonia. Rather beautiful, although slightly worrying as we were walking down. It's like, that wall looks like it's leaning, it's got a big crack in it, and it looks like it's being held up. So someone's quite happy because...
It's free.
No, you like ruins.
Oh, oh yeah, that as well.
And it's free.
No, I love roads. I much prefer this than a castle that's pristine. This is how it should be. Oh, there was a tavern. There's a tavern. Oh, the tavern's gone. Sorry,
Oh,
used to be a tavern
You
here.
always get me excited. Breweries, taverns, beer stores, none of it with the good stuff. Yeah, where's she off to?
Oh, I'm in the gate tower.
Yeah, stay there.
Tolks Castle is one of the few that still has merlons preserved. What the heck are merlons?
Don't know, but it appears to be the shadows are speaking to us now. Oh, here she comes, here she comes. From the shadows.
And the tavern was here until 1940, so you're only, what, 80-something years too late.
It's a good bit of mathematics there from you. And a good bit of English from me trying to say it.
Oh, look at the view.
Say who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry.
Suitably impressed.
Yeah, you can't beat a good ruin.
Get that on a t-shirt.
Don't take it slow, don't be gentle.
Well, good morning again, guys. And Estonia is fast becoming a country that you can really just relax in. They've got these little park-ups. I mean, they've got loads of park-ups, free park-ups. But they've got these ones called RMKs, I believe they're called. I'll put the name down below. And they're a bit like, obviously, what you had in Finland as well. Quite often in little forests or beside the coast. Dry drop toilets, really sort of clean drop toilets. And plenty of hiking, rubbish bins. And just a great place that you could easily spend a couple of days in each. Plenty of hiking, plenty of nature, a little bit of trail running. We may not have that long in Estonia, or indeed Latvia and Lithuania, but these are countries I think you could easily spend much, much longer in. Just beautiful. We spent a very quiet night alongside this really nice body of water here. I did see something odd earlier on last night. I'm pretty sure they were drones, military drones, coming across. Whether they're surveillance drones or something, I'm not sure. They definitely weren't birds, and they were definitely something mechanical, and they weren't kind of commercial drones. They were something else. Anyway, a little bit of information. Yeah, so we're going to jump back in the van, continue heading east, as far as we can get, in fact, and I'm sure we'll catch up later on this morning. But yeah, Estonia, big thumbs up from the chilled out nature vibes. Well guys, welcome to Vanlife waterfall.
The flagpole made that noise. I thought it was a massive bee or something. Oh, it freaked me out. Oh, now my eyelashes are stuck together. Not having a good morning.
Let's just go and see the waterfall, eh?
You said you love for me something brand new.
It's a bit weird, as you can see all the way through, right to the very bottom. Of course, it does mean we're going to have to walk back up these steps again. But a bit weird on the old eyes. It's difficult to tell where one step starts and finishes, especially when you go into the little flat bits. Slippy stairs, death trap. Surprised I haven't heard Nicola go on her backside already. I think we've now reached the bottom of the trail, maybe. Distinct lack of waterfalls, mind you, so far. Something's missing though.
Where's the waterfall?
Not the first time we've been sold a kipper on this trip. Oh, we're going back up again. Is there still a chance of a waterfall?
You can actually eat the berries.
Go on then.
Well, how do you tell the difference? I'm not eating any berries because one of them are fine and one is poisonous. And you know which one we'd pick.
I love how you're like, we can eat the berries. We are literally right down by the coastline, right down by the sea. But yeah, a distinct lack of waterfall. Which is surprising because we actually have had quite a lot of rain these last couple of days, but oh, and we're down. I'm right. I always, whenever I see massive trunks of trees washed up on the shore like this, I always wonder, where they came from. Has it just been down the coastline somewhere? Or is it miles and miles away? Is it even across in Finland? Or even to the east over in Russia?
We're just reading the reviews.
Yeah?
There is no waterfall.
I'm sorry, what now? We have a waterfall update.
You have to visit in the spring.
The waterfall that wasn't a waterfall unless you come in spring.
I actually quite liked it down there. I thought it was quite nice, quite cool. Yeah. Apparently it's Estonia's highest waterfall with no water.
So as people coming, I'm just going to let them pass. If I knew good Estonian, I would tell them there is no waterfall, guys.
Maybe they're going down to the beach. That's not actually a beach, it's just a rocky shoreline.
So this is basically the it's not a stopping point.
I don't know, I quite liked it. A bit different. It does look a bit like a set of stairs you'd find in a prison.
Up the stairs that took us down to the non-waterfall. Oh yeah, guys, so this is where you employ your imagination. This is where the waterfall should be.
Limestone and sandstone rocks. They're quite nice and colourful. I'm trying to make more out of
I was
this
going
water.
to say, yeah. And then look at the beautiful leaves and the lovely trunks of trees and the metalwork and the woodwork. It's all so beautiful.
Actually, I can hear a little bit of running water.
Oh, I need a pee. And no, I don't. Go on then. No stopping.
Oh.
Straight up, girl. Go on.
Just do it.
Pretty impressive views of the non-waterfall from here, mind you. Yeah, so this would actually be really impressive to see with the full flow of water. Very impressive. In fact, it'd be really impressive to see frozen. I'll put an image up, grabbed from Google, of the waterfall when it's been frozen. It looks beautiful. Back at the top, there's actually a cafe here as well, but it looks like, oh no, they have got a sign outside the door. Come in, eat all our cake, which we obviously won't do because we never do. Marks out of 10. Oh, she's off. Where's she
Oh,
off
I've
to?
seen a bridge.
See how quickly she gets distracted. Waterfall, non-waterfall's forgotten about. Now we want to see a bridge.
We're above the waterfall.
Non-waterfall.
This is where the waterfall would be flowing.
It would be. Come back in spring. Enough of this non-tourism. We shall mosey
Sorry,
on.
did you want marks out of 10?
Oh, too late. Those marks have gone.
No, what did you give it?
We'll get it like there's no waterfall, 0.
Oh no. I'm going to actually give it a 6.
It's like come see a duck farm and then you go to the duck farm and there's just a farm there. And the
Nobody
farm.
would ever go to a duck farm anyway. You just go to your local pond. So I give it a 6 because even though there's no waterfall, it's got the weirdest staircase ever. It's actually got a really interesting shoreline. The foresty bit is quite pretty. 6.
I'm sticking to my. We went to see a waterfall. There was no waterfall, therefore 0. And there was no ducks either.
And we're trying not to test out all the cafes in the Baltics as much as we want to.
And although I'm not sure this actually works, and I can't be bothered getting our hookup cable out, I know people do stay here overnight. Look. Free power? Maybe. Well guys, we have made our way across to Narva, which is quite a far bit east in Estonia. In fact, behind us, that's actually Russia. And there's the border bridge that you cross.
I'm not sure you could get much closer.
No. What's actually quite funny is there's a bunch of fishermen on the Estonian side. I'm not sure whether the fish are just really good right on the border, but they're literally, there's a couple of buoys that mark the border and they're fishing right there.
It's a shame we can't get across.
Yeah.
If we thought about it, we could have got an
Probably,
e-visa.
probably could have got an e-visa because we carry EU passports. Probably could have got one, but hey ho, we'll go for a bit of a dander anyway. So there you go, a little snippet into borderland between Estonia and Russia. It would have been really lovely to go and visit the castle actually. But even us with an e-visa, I think you have to, it takes 4 days or something?
96 hours.
Yeah, so
And you're allowed to stay in for 16 days. And it's valid from 60 days from when you get it, in case you're interested in getting one.
there you go. Right, well, we're going to go and jump in the van, and we've got an indeterminate time to drive for our park up for the night. It's going to absolutely hammer it down with rain later on and overnight, so it just gets getting parked up, chilling out, and I guess we'll catch up further south now in Estonia. Well, good morning, guys, and a little bit of a functional stopover last night. Still beautiful on the edge of a lovely forest, as most of these park ups are, the little RMK stops. But we were due some pretty heavy wind.
This is also the forest where the bears are, but I don't think they're in this particular bit of forest.
Yeah, we were due some pretty heavy wind yesterday, and our original park up was right in the middle of the forest, and the last thing I really wanted to do was get up at like 1 in the morning. As it turns out, I don't think we got anywhere near enough or as much wind as they had predicted. I think maybe it's coming later on today. But this is beautiful, as I say, right on the edge of a road. The road was very quiet overnight, a few cars and lorries up and down it now, but
That's why I don't think there's any bears. It's too close to civilization. I think you have to walk a couple of K into
this
the
really is
forest.
quite wibbly.
I told you it was. I came down yesterday and first thing I saw was a kingfisher. I've seen 3 kingfishers at 3 different locations in about 4 days. It's been amazing.
And I can hear woodpecker pecking behind us as well.
Yeah, and there's loads of little tits flying around. Including one next to me.
She got there first with the morning joke.
People knew her by her will to make it whatever she put her mind.
So we have brought ourselves to Vasara Castle, well, Castle Ruins, which is another one of those that is very close to the Russian border. Very odd though, it seems to be in someone's back garden. We had to kind of clamber down the back of someone's garden. Not as impressive as the castle the other day, but very eerie as well. Yeah, this is definitely much closer to the border than we were yesterday. Loads and loads of birds out on the river as well.
Down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall?
Well, good morning, guys. Oh, what, you don't sink?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disaster last night. I came out to have a look at the view and the reed beds and things, and there wasn't so much water there, and I went to walk across the mud, and the first step I took was fine, quite solid. Second step, right up to my ankles, got sucked into the mud hole.
Of course, I just sat down to do some work and then I get a text message. So,
My walking boots wrecked at the moment.
yeah.
Had to wash them all out, and they're just sopping because it's cold.
Another very quiet night. Questionable drop toilet.
Yeah, probably the worst we've seen, actually. Don't look down.
Less said. That's why you employ the beep, beep, beep backing in method.
And that's why you have a fear of falling down them.
Well,
though.
the thing of it is, with that one, the one benefit I would say about that drop toilet is there's no chance of falling down it because the hole's very small. I don't know about you, but I don't have a very small posterior, so there's a bit of manoeuvring needed there. Anyway,
That's the first one I've come out of though and thought, I actually feel a bit nauseous. Whereas most of the time, okay, they're not great, but you live with it. But that that's not
looks nice
best.
from the outside.
It
though.
is quite a pretty looking toilet from the outside.
Right, well, we're going to wrap things up right there. We are about to head into Tartu, and we're going there because we're running a half marathon. Oh, that's pretty brutal now.
And the weather is looking wet and gale force winds at the moment. So we're hoping it changes because we haven't been doing a huge amount of running either.
Maybe just like the Dingle one. We'll go out the night before, have a load of beers, wake up the next morning and just do it. But that and a bit more exploration in Estonia will be a story for next time. Right, well, we are going to walk past the questionable drop toilet, not look inside again, go on, get some shopping, go to our little park up. Next stop, half marathon fun.
Fingers crossed the weather improves.
It's not going to improve. It's going to be horrible.
Oh, and apparently at mile 12, there's a really steep hill.
Nicola's going to love this. Yeah, it is what it
All
is.
in all, not looking forward to it.
Right, guys, once again, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, see you later. Bye-bye. Don't look at the drop toilet. Don't look at the drop toilet.